Hi, my name is Niya Hogans. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm the founder of Sky Level Media and Communications, which is a creative marketing and branding agency, the founder of Black Music Moguls Brunch, and the founder of Ladies Business League, which is a resource center for women entrepreneurs. And my object is my prayer journal.
Can you describe your object?
My object is my prayer journal. So I use this prayer journal every day and I write messages. It has scriptures for every day. So I'll sign my name and I'll just, date it and write my messages. Because I start off my morning by reading my scriptures and just remembering, my end goal and why it is that I do what I do. And as many people know, the reason that I do what I do, and I do call myself a serial entrepreneur, and I like to take on, many projects and wear different hats, is because one of my main goals is to really create opportunities for other people. So I want to help people. I want to pour into people. I want to create jobs for people, opportunities. I love, bringing on interns. I love, pouring into my assistant every day and teaching her and helping her grow, as well as through Ladies Business League, which is my business. I, mentor and collaborate with women in that community, spreading the word with my platform.
What does the typical workday look like for you?
Normally, I'm working from home. Sometimes I'm working from the space we're in now. But typically, I wake up, like I told you guys, I write in my prayer journal, and then I kind of, just take time to meditate, think about the day. I immediately jump right into work. So normally that starts with a meeting. Depending on the day, it may start with a team meeting or it may start with a meeting with one of my clients. The rest of the day is pretty much Zoom calls. I have some hours where I do, brainstorming, be super creative, using that left side of my brain to, visualize and actualize. But that's typically what a, remote work from home day is like. If I'm in the office, I come in here, I may do meetings, I may be doing something creative, such as, running a podcast or brainstorming, with my partner about TV and script ideas, but lots of meetings.
Why did you choose to enter into entrepreneurship?
I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur since I was maybe 11. So I was always the girl in school who was throwing, the fashion shows, getting everybody in the neighborhood to, hey, come be in my production, come be in my fashion show. And when I say putting on a production, like I'm picking out all the clothes, I'm picking out the music, and I actually would give it a name and make all the parents come out like, hey guys, we're putting on a fashion show, we're doing this, every year. So that was one of my early on business ventures. Another one was I had a magazine called Word Up magazine when I was like 11. I used to write about B2K and Aaliyah and Sierra and Bow Wow. I would write, the daily news about what was going on. So that kind of started my early writing skills, and I would print it out, staple it, and I would pass it around to all my neighbors. I would take it to school, you guys make sure y'all read Word Up magazine. So I've always had, an entrepreneurial spirit, aside from selling candy, which I'm sure, everybody sells candy, but I was the candy girl. People knew, oh, let's go to Niya. I know she got, the Kit Kats, the Skittles. Everybody else might have had Milk Duds and, Reese's. I had the good stuff. I learned early on, how to stand out in business and how to really, connect with your customers and find, who your target audience was. Because when people needed candy, I'm not waiting for y'all to come to me. I'm coming up to you. I'm letting you know what I got. I'm having my locations, being consistent so you know where to come find me. I think what really did it for me was when I went to college. I was majoring in biology because I guess, when you're in high school, they tell you, pick a good career field. So I was majoring in biology for the first semester, and then I found out that my school, Clark Atlanta University, had a mass media arts and communications department. I remember going to an event in my department, and I'm like, I can do something creative and production and media, and this can be my career. I started learning about creative marketing. I'm like, I'm definitely going to switch my major. So I switched to mass media arts and communications, and I majored in TV, radio, and film, minor in public relations, double minor in Spanish. So once I knew that I could, go in that lane, it was a wrap. So from there, I instantly became like homecoming chair. I was vice president of WSTU Radio, which was like our campus radio station. I used to bring celebrities and artists and influencers to campus, to our department, and they would have like concerts, they would do panels, we would do events. So I was that girl on campus, and since then, like, I made all my relationships with all the A&Rs, all the label reps, and that's really how I had all my relationships and clients coming out of college. Because when I graduated college, I had like 10 job offers. So the one that I decided to go with was a hair brand. That was my first job. It was a 9 to 5. Although I love coming up with creative strategies, I'm like, don't want to be working crazy hours, making somebody else rich. Mind you, this is me at 22, just graduating, 2015, first job. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to utilize my relationships that I made in college. I remember calling everybody in my phone, letting everybody know, like, hey, remember me from college? Yeah, the girl that set this event up and that came up with this campaign for when your artist came to campus. And so I did all my call arounds. So that was kind of like my first taste of entrepreneurship, working for Grand Hustle with T.I., being on the street team. That was my first client. And so I would help them come up with campaigns and events. And from there, I did one successful event. And after that, it's like the calls kept coming. And then I took a job, but it was still a job in a field that I loved, and I was still a contractor. But I took a job at a label, and so I was able to do my own contract with that job. I was like a contractor employee, but still able to, negotiate everything and have the terms work in my favor. Having that job just opened the door, created so many more relationships, so many more different lanes of revenue for me that I then started to expand all of my other businesses. So now I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I don't have a 9 to 5, but I got some pretty major clients. And when I say clients meaning you guys pay me for a service to my business. You're not paying Niya, you're paying my business. I'm providing business services to these clients, and yeah, that's kind of where I am with it right now. And it's really like a happy feeling. It's a happy place to be in. And I love it. It's not for everyone, and everybody doesn't have to be an entrepreneur. But for those who go through that entrepreneurship journey, which is really making something out of nothing, starting from ground zero, it's a different kind of journey. It takes a lot of self-discipline. It takes a lot of commitment, a lot of work, a lot of prayer, and stick to all of those things, actualize it, and achieve it. That feeling is top tier, and that's kind of like the space that I'm in now.
Last question. How can our audience reach you?
Follow me on Instagram at Niya_Sky. So that's NIYA_SKYY. I'm also on LinkedIn at Niya Sky. And you can also visit my many websites. You can visit blackmusicmoguls.com to learn more about Black Music Moguls, which is our annual brunch that celebrates people in the music industry, executives, artists, etc. You can visit ladiesbusinessleague.com, which is our online resource center for women entrepreneurs. So if you are a female entrepreneur or a female in business, please, we would love to have you as a part of our community. So please visit the website, find all the information, and then you can also visit skycom.com. That's SKYYCOMM.com, where you can find all of my business services for my creative marketing and branding agency.